Hello, my name's Sam Wang and I was born in China and I'm an actor, writer and occasional Uber driver.
Hi, my name is Sophia Opp and I'm an actor and writer from Western Sydney.
Hi, my name's Danielle Stamoulos. I'm Greek-Australian and I'm an actor, writer and theatre producer.
I think my skin colour is probably tan, light beige kind of ish.
I would describe my skin colour as neutral.
I feel like I should say olive because people have told me I am.
I was born like this and my parents made me like this, and why shouldn't I be neutral?
So Sam, do you identify as a person of colour?
Yes.
I really struggle with identifying myself as a person of colour. I don't feel like I classify as anything.
Yeah, I do identify as a person of colour because in terms of discussing race in Australia, I sometimes feel left out.
I kind of just think of myself as generic Asian.
I keep having this image in my head that I'm just kind of grey, and I'm often feeling like I'm having to compromise. Yes, I identify as other or different because that's what people want to hear, right?
Nowadays, compared to 10 years ago, it feels like for someone with my look, there are a lot more opportunities comparatively. So yeah, I mean, that's really good for me, I guess.
A couple of experiences, I guess, that have been slightly frustrating. I went to see a casting agent and I asked them, if I was doing a self-tape, what would be the best makeup for my skin? Or, just go with natural makeup. Put eyeliner on the edges here and eyeshadow on the inside. Eyeliner down a little bit lower because it was somehow an advantage that I had bigger eyes and that they weren't so almondy and Asian.
Well, I've never questioned it. I've always just accepted that people knew what they were doing.
I think I've been pretty lucky in terms of how I feel like I've been represented. Although there was this one time where I think I was on stage and I just kind of heard, oh, he's got a bit of a yellow tinge. I was like, I think that's me. Is that me?
There have been times where I've watched short films that I've been in back and I do look very white and very pale, and then I tend to internalize that and then think, oh yeah, I am very white and very pale.
Can you even see yourself
In the camera or the mirror?
No, just within your own skin tone. Is that you?
No, I look like a completely different person.
I've had a few different experiences with people either commenting that my skin's too light or too dark. Oh, your skin's so nice and light, you look mixed. I know it's a compliment, but it's still really confronting. And I really struggle to process that as well. Sorry.
A feature that most people always tell me is, how big my eyes are and if my eyelashes are real. I kind of had that wild hair, Mediterranean hair, whatever it is. And sometimes that is encouraged to be a bit accentuated.
I think there's an interesting dichotomy between getting no makeup and then getting too much makeup. Most of the time I have no makeup, and then it's only usually for stuff that's very specific, like being a clown or a penguin or a geisha, that I get too much makeup. And it's always, I guess when I have no makeup, I'm always like, oh, can I just get a little bit of makeup? And then when there's too much makeup, I'm like, oh crap, this is gonna look so bad. I'm trying to tone it down a bit.
I'm good, thank you. I just want to ruin the makeup. Because, it's hard to get it right. And
I like to, in a way, embrace it as well and own it, because I think it's the only way that you can deal with it.
thanks, girl.
I guess with the idea of raising discomfort, it's a two-edged kind of sword. I think if you feel really that strongly about it, then you'll do it. But if you end up losing the fight, then you have to accept that.
Sometimes it's a challenge to voice discomfort. I sometimes feel like, I'm a burden and that I don't have enough status in the room to just say, I just want to look a little more like my skin tone. Or yeah, it can be difficult when you're on a set with not as many people of colour.
The only way I feel I can empower myself is by creating my own work, but I don't feel I'm empowered to or encouraged to have this conversation with anybody.
When you're developing your own kind of work, you can get away with what you want to get away with, and you can draw the line where you want to draw the line, and that's kind of empowering.
And I honestly think that's really the only way, because you know you best. I think it's really important to share this dialogue continuously with the artists around you.
Yeah, and I think just having more stories can be great. I think if you start with quantity, then you'll get the quality sooner or later, and that'll be the benchmark for the next set of stories.
The idea of diversity, or what is broadcasted as diverse, is still limiting because you're just choosing one face to represent a whole group of people, which makes no sense.
Diversity is about equality, it's not about exclusion or isolating. And I think as diverse artists, we need to make sure that we are inclusive ourselves, and we need to give the microphone to people whose authentic stories we want to hear from and not speak on behalf of them.